facing off at the Gibraltar Darts Trophy for a place in the last 16 of the tournament. Mervyn King has tasted success on the European Tour before now. He's a four-time finalist. He's won one of them. That was in Sindelfingen. He has not managed to make the final here in Gibraltar before. In fact, the runners-up we've had in the tournament, Jamie Lewis, he was dumped out yesterday. Steve Beaton, he was dumped out yesterday. And Terry Jenkins last year, he's on the way later, hoping to avoid a similar fate. Reigning champion is Michael van Gerwen, the world #1, and he awaits the winner of this match if he can get past the, I have to say, rank outsider Nick Fulwell later on this evening. Mer's got his earplugs in. I'm sure that'll drown out the deafening roar of the crowd here at the Victoria Stadium in Gibraltar. Dan Dawson in the commentary box and Rob Malarkey alongside me.
Yeah, thanks. There we go. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, Mervyn King, never present on the European Tour last year, dropped out of the top 16 in the Pro Tour Order of Merit, but he's back with us. He had to go through qualifying for the first two events of this year.
First leg, Mervyn to throw first.
On the European circuit. But he's here. Former European Tour champion, winning the European Grand Prix in 2014. Also reached the final of the German Masters as well 3 years ago. And the final in Holland 2 years ago.
140.
So, has the pedigree, has the history, but some might say that counts for nothing. Christian Kist coming through against Christo Reyes, 6-1 yesterday. A scoreline that may have taken one or two by surprise.
Yeah, I thought it would be closer. I thought it was an evenly matched game. Would have found it difficult to pick a winner.
60.
But Christian Kist was... He didn't take Christo apart. I mean, he averaged 86. But he never really looked in trouble.
100.
As a 6-1 scoreline would suggest. Had to win 3 games in qualifying to get here, so he's a 4-game winning run that he's on in this particular tournament ahead of his match with the King, and Mervyn fires in the first 180. They have met a couple of times before, these
58. Two. Mervyn, you require 121.
Both been in big TV tournaments. And the King has emerged victorious on both occasions. Won it 6-5 at the European Championship and won 9-6 at the UK Open. So
97.
Again, they've been pretty close encounters. Will we see another one of those here today? It's not particularly close in this opening leg with
58.
Mervyn looking at a 13-darter to hold his throw. And it is a 13-darter.
Mervyn King.
Solid stuff from the King.
To throw first. Game on.
Albeit on the throat. Two previous encounters between these two.
60.
I reckon. King winning both. Both in 2014, one at the European Championship. King winning 6-5.
140. 59.
Oh, Mervyn's already stolen the throw in this second leg. Looking to establish a 2-leg cushion, and this is the way to go about it.
140.
Back-to-back Sun 40s. Now then, Christian Kist. Yes! 3 in a row there. It was maximum for the lipstick.
$91.
Oh, Mervyn leaves himself 130. May get a dart at the bullseye. May get a dart at double 5.
140. Mervyn, you require 130.
And then Mervyn for a 12-dart break of throw. Can he find his way to the treble 20 after that first dart? No, he cannot.
94.
But he has left himself handily placed on double 18. Kist. Only going to get 1 dart at a double. To hold his throw, double 16.
30.
Just misses outside. King. Double 18 for 2-0. And it's back-to-back 13 darters for Mervyn King. And Christian Kist
Third leg, Mervyn
He's gonna
to
have to
throw
really
first.
raise his game if Mervyn
Game
plays like this all the way through, because back-to-back 13 darters is well over 100 average.
Yes, a very, very accomplished start by Mervyn King to this match. Winner will face either MVG or Nick Fulwell. I suspect it'll be the former.
95.
No disrespect to Nick Fulwell,
I tell you what,
who hit doubles alarmingly well yesterday.
in terms of finishing legs, Nick Fulwell was almost faultless yesterday.
So if he can get into a position where he can
123.
have a pop at a double, MVG might have something to think about. And let's face it, Rene Idam's caused him a few problems in Munich as well. So
I tell you what, Mervyn King
190.
started ever so well here. Sometimes you do see the seeded players coming into these European Tour events and they come in a bit cold, with the players that they're facing
58.
having already been on that stage once and obviously won a match to get there. But not the case with Mervyn. I mean, probably he's been practicing for about the last 7 hours. He tends to turn up before anybody else at a venue, particularly if he's on
59.
in the opening session. He will literally have done about 4 hours practice, I would think, before he's taken to the stage.
100. Mervyn, you require 167.
now then, this would get the crowd going. If he managed to pull this one off, it's on. It's still on. Mervyn King for a 167 checkout, and he's just a fraction away
142.
from it as well. That would have been something. As it is, King is still handily placed here, with Kist struggling for big numbers.
60. Mervyn, you require
Okay, he's down
25.
to a finish, but King is on 25 here for a 3-0 lead.
Oh, he's thrown out the board. He wanted single 9. That's what you wanted, Mervyn.
9.
Oh, I mean, that is...
Christian, you require
That's
That's just
unforgivable.
weird. For a man who's gone 13 darter, 13 darter.
Almost pulled off a 167 checkout and then missed the 9.
Absolutely
78.
baffling from
Mervyn, you require 16.
a 5-time PDC major finalist. Now, double 8. Loves this bit of the board. Double 4. Well,
Shot in the third leg.
it was a little bit ugly towards the end, but ultimately
Well,
Mervyn
Christian
King has
to
got himself a
throw
3-0
first.
lead.
Game on.
Well, John Henderson had a 4-0 lead against Robert Thornton, so let's not write Christian Kist off just
68.
yet, but it is looking good for the number 16 seed so far. King made the quarter-finals here last year, by the way. He beat Anthony Lopez, Hot Fuzz, 6-0
100.
in his opener. Justin Pike was then beaten 6-1, eventually eliminated by Terry Jenkins, who went on to reach the final last year.
100.
Yeah, quarterfinals for the last 2 years, because he was beaten by Wade in the quarters the previous year. Year before that, he was a first-round loser to Big John Henderson, who we've already seen on stage today.
137.
He has been excellent on the European Tour as a rule over the last 3 years or so, Mervyn King.
60.
4 finals, won one of them, plenty of other quarter and semi-final appearances.
$100.
Didn't make it to Munich last time. He had to go through the qualifiers for the first 2 European events of this year. He was beaten by Ryan Harrington in the second round of qualifying for the
140.
German Masters, but he did make it to Venray, where he was beaten by
164.
Van Gerwen in the semis, having overcome, amongst others, Gary Anderson as well.
100.
Well, that last
Christian, you
dart
require
will worry Christian
133.
Kist, because 133 is a big ask. Ooh,
That was unfortunate.
little smirk from the Dutchman
73.
there as he misses the
Mervyn, you
target.
require 64.
Now Mervyn, so good in this area of the board. Yeah, double 8. And
shot to the full
absolutely
flag,
clinical. It's a
Mervyn King.
14 darter. Mervyn King breaks the throw once
Fifth
more.
leg, Mervyn to
And he has
throw
surged
first.
to a
Game on.
4-0 lead here. 2 13 darters, a 14 darter and a 17 darter for Mervyn King. This is very, very impressive stuff.
$60.
We saw Darryl Gurney and David Pallett play a game where no leg went longer than 5 visits to the board. Gurney with a ton plus average. Pallett wasn't far behind. He lost it 6-3 in the end,
100.
Pallett, but can take plenty of credit from his display. In terms of quality, that's probably the best game we've seen so far this weekend. But Mervyn King is playing some excellent stuff here. Really, really impressive. That's his third maximum.
$85.
I'm not sure Christian Kist got an answer to it in the minute.
$44.
Well, it's a comparatively sluggish fifth leg for Mervyn King here. But Kist,
59.
once again, not really punishing King for his dip in scoring. A 40-point cushion here, plus these, so Mervyn King just looking to get down to a finish and post a
137.
big enough score to get down to 80. That's nicely done. And looking good indeed for a 5-0 lead now, Mervyn King. Although Kist is fighting back with a 180.
Mervyn, you require
Now Mervyn will go
80.
treble 16 here, he always does, and it may mean that he only gets a dart at the bullseye rather than a dart at tops, and he's missed the big number anyway, so he's not going to get a dart at anything at all. And Christian
40.
Kist, that 180 has
Christian
suddenly
requires
propelled him
77.
back into this leg. One dart at tops, no miss, big number from Christian Kist, and he only gets
shots in
one
the
dart,
fifth
but he
leg.
takes it
Christian
out, and
Kist.
it's a 15-dart leg for Christian Kist. He
leg
breaks
Christian
the
to
Mervyn
throw
King
first.
throw, and that,
Game on.
you have to say, for a man who's playing very well, is a significant mistake from King, because he didn't even give himself a dart at the bullseye, and Kist kicks off with a 140 in this
140.
leg as well.
Yeah, 180, a 77 checkout and a 140. Suddenly, Kist has a bit of momentum here.
100.
It's often all it takes, isn't it? Just one visit like that, just to give you something to propel yourself forward.
85.
King was an overwhelming favourite there to go 5-0 up, and suddenly could be a very different match, as we saw in the first match of the day.
Yeah, well, John Henderson was 4-0 up, and he had a dart to go 5-1 up. Had he taken that, then it would have been even less likely that Robert Thornton would have pulled off the comeback that he did.
140.
Good ton 40 from King, though.
81.
81 means that Kist isn't down to a finish. Ton here for Mervyn gets him to one, or one treble should. Back up to the 20s.
131.
Second time he's done that. He's got a bit of a blocker dart, gone back up to the treble 20, and ended up squeezing it in the treble anyway. And he's left himself 130, so can Mervyn
95.
King
Mervyn, you require 130.
take this out to break back immediately? Good dart. Wow.
90.
Well,
Christian, you
well.
require 100.
He's decided to decline the ball route in the hope that Christian Kist doesn't take this out. And
60.
you can
Mervyn,
see,
you
at
require
first, a bit of
40.
anger from Christian
Yeah.
Kist there. He's annoyed. He wasn't able to make Mervyn pay for that.
It was a massive gamble from Mervyn King, but he's got away with it. Topsy
shot
once,
in the
and
sixth leg,
Topsy
Mervyn
gets for a
King.
5-1 lead. But as you say, Dan, Kist looked
Seventh
just a little
leg,
bit
Mervyn
cheesed off that he
to
missed the
throw
opportunity
first.
to just
Game
rub
on.
Mervyn King's face in it a little bit there.
Yeah. Well, that's twice Mervyn King should have had a dart at a bullseye. One he's declined, one he's missed because he didn't hit the big number. One time it cost him, one time it didn't. But
57.
the upshot is he's 5-1 up and one leg away from a place in the last 16. Final day of action tomorrow. We have the last 16 in the afternoon session. And then, as always, the quarter-final, semi-final and the final
43.
back-to-back in the evening session. £25,000 to the winner of each European Tour event of the year, of which there are 10 in 2016.
59.
Yeah, and it's an expanding schedule. Hamburg next weekend.
Could Michael Van Gerwen win all 10 and win a quarter of
£94.
£1 million?
Wouldn't put it past him.
He could, certainly. They've literally been there all weekend, haven't they?
Same table. I think they've got changed since yesterday.
Ah, Richard and Dion. I think that's Richard Ashdown, our MC.
And Dion is one of the crew as well.
Everyone loves Richard Ashdown.
100. 100.
They'll be demanding image rights, those three soon.
Oh, now then. Mervyn King looking to finish this off in a hurry. It's his 4th maximum. He has hit one in every leg. Or every other leg, sorry.
140. Mervyn, you require 105.
So 105 checkout for a 6-1 victory and a place in the last 16. And a potential meeting with the world #1 Michael van Gerwen. It's on hold for the moment unless Christian Kist can respond here with a 1-2-4. Needs to. Could well do it as well. All he wants. All he gets.
Game
My word.
charge in the 7th
Who
flag.
saw that coming? Christian Kist.
A flag Christian to throw first.
2-5.
Game on.
Well done, Christian Kist, I have to say. That's an impressive checkout under that kind of pressure. Mervyn King sat on a finish.
97.
That was me, sorry.
Now then, Mervyn.
140.
Not to be. He's hit a maximum in every leg in which he's had the throw, as Mervyn King.
Just on the other side. That was unfortunate for Kist.
$140.
Back-to-back 1040s. Good stuff from Mervyn King. Looking to close in on a 6-2 victory here. Christian Kist
99.
Still has hope of turning this around. It would be some effort from 5-1 down to a man of Mervyn King's stature.
Well, Kist finished on the ball in the last
100.
leg.
170.
Won't get the opportunity to do so here.
58. Mervyn, you require 121.
Now the 1-2-1 for Mervyn King. He's just had 1-2-4 hit against him. Now 11. Bullseye. And he does go for it this time.
And the match,
he missed out on the opportunity earlier in the match by missing a big number. He declined another one, but when he finally went for it, he took it out. And Mervyn King finishes 1-2-1 to beat Christian Kist 6-2. Despite the odd couple of legs where Christian Kist had to give him something to think about, Mervyn King was allowed to play his natural game and looked very, very impressive up there. We will see who he faces in the next round tonight, because Nick Fulwell, the man from Stourbridge, takes on the world #1 Michael van Gerwen.